Day number 4. I really pray that this week, as you've listened to the devotions that I've shared, that you're blessed. And I genuinely pray that there's no conviction. Missing stuff is not a problem. It's just if you're made aware of it, now we can do something about it. And that's what I've been sharing this week. When we miss things in our journey with Jesus, we can feel like, oh, I'm a failure and all that. But no. It's not about that. Being made aware means now that you can be someone who does something about it. And you may or may not be missing these things, but it's always good to reflect. And so today I want to reflect on church. This is a hard topic. At times it's a hard topic, and it can be a sensitive and an emotional topic for a lot of people because we've all had different experiences of church. And when I say to you church, you might have a different picture of what church is to what I have. But I want to talk about this picture of church. In Acts chapter 2, there's a passage where it says, in some versions, a vital church grows. In the ESV, it says here the fellowship of believers. But in Acts chapter 2, 40 to 46, it says this. And with many other words he bore witness and continued to exhort them, saying, save yourselves from this crooked generation. Save yourself from the culture of this world at the moment, the way that people do things, then they think that it's right. And so those who received this word and thought, wow, that's a truth, that's reality, they decided to get baptized. And there were added that day about 3,000 souls. Wow, talk about a group of people that just saw the heart quick and went, I've got to be a part of that. It says here, the fellowship of the believers from 42. And they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, not to the apostles teachings. And the fellowship, devoted themselves to the fellowship, the congregation of the church, to the breaking of bread and the prayers. And I love this, and awe came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were being done through the apostles. And all who believed were together and had all things in common. And they were selling their possessions and belongings and distributing the proceeds to all as any had need. And day by day, attending the temple together and breaking bread in their homes, they received their food with glad and generous hearts. A group of people came together to celebrate. Who sells everything they have and divvies it out to other people that has no want to be joined with those people? Who does that? No one does that. They wanted to celebrate together. They saw this as such a vital thing, being there in community together to celebrate the good things that God is doing. When I ask you today, what is church to you? What comes up in your mind? What experiences have you had at church? What emotions do you feel? Do you feel that church is another thing that you have to fit in your already busy schedule, and it's just another thing that I need to go and do? Do you feel that it's something that is such a social effort? I don't have to go and talk with people I don't like, or I don't have to go and talk with difficult people that don't understand me, or now I have to go and deal with things that I know I need to deal with. I want to ask you this. Well, actually, I want you to think about this. If church isn't a place of peace, rest, and celebration for you, I'd be bold enough to say that you're missing something from church. You're missing the point of us coming together as a church. If it's not a place that you feel rest, peace, and want to celebrate with people God's love, then you are missing the point. And the answer is for you to seek what is God's will for you in the church. Why does God want you at church? Why does he want you to celebrate together?